Hello everyone, and welcome to Judy's Creations in Crochet. And today is December the 10th, 2025, and it's also day 5 of our 12 days of Christmas. And I have to start with showing you my shirt because I was told that I had to wear this and I had to show it. So there's my reindeer, and I even have reindeer earrings. So I'm all decked out for Christmas. It can't get here soon enough. And I think I want to, since I'm not wearing any crochet to talk about today, I think I want to start by thanking all of you. First of all, thank you always for following me. I want to welcome newcomers as well as returning subscribers. But I have to believe that I have the most wonderful subscribers going in the YouTube world. You've really been with me here, well, through the last year and a half, but particularly the last month. It hasn't been an easy month here in my house. And you've all been very supportive. I've received extra emails with kind words and condolences, and I appreciate all your kind words after I announced about Rose last week. And I know that a number of you went to the link I gave you and read her message and enjoyed her message, and I see that some have left tributes and donations to Pa. And I received this wonderful gift from two great friends in the crochet world. This came to me yesterday, and look at it. Isn't this beautiful? This whole thing is crocheted. This is a plant I can't, or a flower I can't destroy because I have trouble keeping them, and I don't even buy them because I always worried about the cats chewing on a plant that's not good for them. But this is, well, look at, they know me well. They put a hosta leaf in it. This was made special. There is pink for My Pink Bathtub. There is blue for Yarn with Heart. And of course, there are the blues and the purples for me. So you can guess who sent this. I want to say a great big thank you to Cathy at Yarn with Heart and to Diane at My Pink Bathtub for sending me this in remembrance of Rose, they said. And I just love it. It's beautiful. And I'm going to get a vase to set it in, and I'll have it for years and years to remember. So I really appreciate that. And I've been a little bit lax, so I'm going to make it up today, in that I've been so, well, life has been hectic, as you can imagine, but I've also been so caught up in trying to videotape these ahead and stay on top of things and keep my dates straight, that I neglected to suggest to you that you please go and follow my friends Diane and Cathy. Diane at My Pink Bathtub is doing a daily vlog opening various advents and doing other things as well. And Cathy is doing just a weekly video, as she always does on Fridays, opening advents, a couple of advents that she has. And I also want to mention that the three of us did exchange a Christmas present. We didn't go to all the Advent thing this year, but we did exchange a Christmas present. And I will be opening those on my 12th day of Christmas, which will be December the 24th, the day before Christmas. I have gifts from them to open. So you'll want to be sure to come back then and see. I'm pretty sure it's yarn. You'll want to come back and see the gorgeous yarn that I'm going to receive from them. So I know we want to get into the yarn, and I'm trying to see where I put, oh, back here. I'm going to start with Lake House Mood. I never can remember it. Lake House Mood. So far we're looking at green, green, and more green. Not that the greens aren't beautiful, but the inspiration picture didn't say anything about green, and it looked much softer, paler, had peaches and corals and light taupes and sandy colors. And so I'm disappointed in not seeing any of those colors. Now, it could change direction, and who knows what might come. I'm strongly thinking that we're going to see more green. But here is 9 and 10. Those are the next two to open. So put this back down there. And we'll see what happens today. It would be nice if it kind of changed direction. Somebody, I think it was Gary, suggested he thinks that it might turn green, yellow. Well, you know how that's going to make me feel. I don't know, maybe some yellow. I'd like to see at least some blue, but I suspect we're going to keep seeing greens. Yes, we are. So there's more green. Now, that's a gray green, and that's a green I like. I do like that green. And this whole thing, I think, would make a fade. She's done a good job at doing a fade, totally in greens, but gave no indication in the write-up or the picture that was in the write-up that this is where we were going. So it's a little bit of a surprise to me. And more green. This is getting a little bit of blue in it. So that's a nice turn. Maybe we'll get more blue. And if we get more blue and real blue, that part will make me very happy. So we'll want to check out the next day and see where we go with that. So there we go. See, this was a bit blue too in the greens, but now we're actually putting an actual blue in it. So it's these yellowy greens that don't appeal to me. But the others, they're nice greens. I just wasn't prepared for 24 greens, so I hope it does change to blue. Anyhow, so that was Lake House Mood. Next, I'm going to move over to Ravenswood, because today, Ravenswood, day 5, is a package, no yarn. Day 6 will be yarn, so that's nice. So, I can't really tell what that might be. A lot of tape on this one. Cherry you up, it says on the back here. That doesn't clue me in. Oh, okay, I won't open it. It is a tea, a fruity tea of happiness blended with assorted black and green teas, cherries, cranberries, hibiscus, rose hip peel, apple, grapes, and rose petals. Now, I'm not a tea drinker. I will be gifting this to somebody at some point. Maybe I'll put it in a Christmas gift. She has, she mentioned in a newsletter just recently that she has decided to come out with a line of teas. I don't know if she has 6 or 8 different teas. If you go on her site, you will see these teas. So that is one of our little goodies in the Ravenswood set. of 12 days. And finally, we have smash knits, and I know I said dwarfs the other day instead of gnomes. I have a habit of saying that. That's where we are so far, and it's a nice fade that's developing there. And so here's day 5. And I wonder if we're going to move on a bit with this blue. Oh, now here's a color I like. Very pretty. And speckles. I am going to be showing you a pattern later today that would be a great pattern for these yarns, but it's made for knitters, not for crocheters. So I'll have to find something similar. But, oh no, the one that said speckles is a crochet one. So that might be the thing I do with this. It has 11 sections in it. This is going to have 12. Anyhow, I kind of like how this is going. It has still a little bit of that browny gold in it to tie it all together. That is quite nice. I'm very happy with that. Right. Yes. Okay. So that's all we get to open today. You'll have to come back in 2 more days to see more, and we'll see a skein of yarn from Ravenswood. So now, very briefly, I'm going to show you what I'm working on. I'm quite happy with how this is developing. I showed you this the other day. And now I'm at the part where I'm getting to put that silvery gray in from the butterfly. And I have 4 more sections of these. There's 4 rows here, gray and the blue. I have 4 more sections of it to get it to the edge. I think there's 1 row of finishing. And this is made predominantly with pearlescent fingering. So this is going to really block out. Pearlescent really blocks well. So it'll be a decent size when I get done. So that's where I am so far. And I'm quite liking it. And I got a bunch of ends here, but it's a fairly easy pattern. So I will I'll give you all the details at the end of the month when it's done, and I show it at the slideshow. So that's what I'm working on these days. I'm going to have to change direction though, because today is Wednesday and I won't be coming to you tomorrow. So it is definitely time to do our roll the dice. And here's what I did last day. It was pink again, down at this end. We did some more pink on it, and I have only this much left of the pink, which is number 3. So we can't roll any more number 3. Now we can't roll number 3 today anyway, because it'd be the same color. But the day after, because I know it's going to probably take me at least 2 more days, we can't do 3 again. There's not enough even to do a row, I would strongly suspect. So I did that, and I did that this last week, because we got a very little row, a very low roll. So there's the dark green and then the pink. So it'd be nice now if I got the dark pink. I've only used it once. And the light green, I think, has only been used once as well. So those 2 colors would be nice to get to finish this up. I don't know what numbers they are though, so I can't even make it happen. So there's where we're at. I suspect quite a number of you are done now, but I still have, oh, where am I? Over here. I still have this much to go to finish it off. and I believe I counted it and it would take 20. So it's going to take 2 good sized rolls for me to finish this off, and I hope I do get a big one. Then I can do it this week and next week, and we'll be finished before we get to Christmas. So let's get the dice here and see what we can come up with. 9. Okay, I'd like it to be bigger than 9. And it said color 3, and that's color 3. So we can't have color 3. So we're going to have to roll this one again. 3. It really wants to do 3. 2. What color is number 2? I think this one's number 4, which is what I had hoped would come up. And this one is number 6. So it's one of these 2. I suspect it's this brown. No, that's 5. Okay, so it's this gray one. Gray for number, this is number 1. Oh, this must be number 2. Yes, we're back to the dark green. Well, I guess that's okay. We did dark green and then the pink, and we're going to go back to dark green for 9 rolls. 9 rows. Okay. Alrighty. Number 2. What would I like to get? I'd like to get 6 or 4. Hopefully next time I'll get one of those. Anyway, I'll write that down. We're going to do number 2 for 9 rows. I'm going to have to get 11 or 12 next time to finish it off. So I'll take that up and I'll work on that probably tomorrow, as I'm in the middle of that right now. We'll see, tonight or tomorrow. 9 rows. And soon we'll be done this. Now, those of you that are doing a different pattern, I guess you can decide to quit whenever you're happy to quit, if you're doing something that's fairly straight. But I have to keep going until that bottom joins. Alrighty. So we have one last thing to do. I'll put this with this. And that is, I have a couple more patterns to show you. And I'm really happy that you're really enjoying seeing all of these patterns. So I'm going to start with Seasons of Serenity Advent. I tried to pick a couple that were maybe a little unique in shape this time. I'm going to sneeze. Seems I get down here and I want to sneeze. This is a knit pattern. Seasons of Serenity Advent is by Knit Joyz, Joyz, or Z for you Americans. It is €6.50, which is 11.02 Canadian. There are 29 projects you can look at. It uses fingering weight between 1,312 1,312 yards. If you look up close, you'll see there are a variety of stitches in this. It has charts, it has eyelets or lace, it has short rows, a variety of stitches, and it was meant for 24 days of unique stitching. So it has 3 long triangles, and I'm pretty sure if you look at each, you'll see there are 8 different patterns in each of those 3 long triangles. And it says each day you use between 9 and 11 grams of yarn. So possibly if you had bought a 10-gram set of minis, you might be able to do this, but you'd be pushing it. It says that its wingspan is 66 inches and it's 24 inches at its deepest point. But I thought two things. First of all, it had a very interesting shape. And second of all, besides using a variety of colors, it had a variety of stitches for you to work on or practice so it wouldn't get boring. And I think I did see one version where the person used, I think, one color for each strip, a solid color on each of the triangles. So that's our knit pattern. And then looking for something a little bit similar in the crochet line, we have the Bella Tricks shawl. And this is a pattern by Hannah Sigmund. $4.50 US, which is $6.55 Canadian. Again, it has 29 projects. It's made with fingering weight, but there are instructions in the pattern to also use worsted weight if you wish. It uses between 900 and 1,300 yards. Again, this one also uses short rows. Short rows are really great for shaping. In the pattern, there is a schematic. It has a photo tutorial. You can modify this to make it smaller or larger. It has 11 sections and says that you can use any yarn, but it is particularly attractive if you're using speckles or a solid, semi-solid and speckles alternating. I really like the one, I showed two pictures of each of these patterns today, and I particularly like the picture where every panel is a different color. And I'm going to have 12 with my dwarf one from Ginger Snap That. Dwarf gnomes. My gnomes from Ginger Snap That is going to have 12 colors. And I'm thinking maybe I'll take 11 of those and make that pattern. I really do want to take, I have that beautiful set of 12 sparkle ones up there. And that would be pretty, but they're all pretty solid. And when I looked at the solid versions, I didn't like them quite as much. So, but I have other, I have lots and lots of minis that I could put together to make that particular pattern. So those are the two patterns for today. Thank you for hanging around this long once more. And today's Wednesday, so I'll be back on Friday. We're going to make the halfway mark on Friday. And I look forward to seeing you then again to look at more yarn. And until then, happy hooking.